Loftia is edging closer and closer to being ready for release, and I have the inside scoop just for you. You may be wondering how I have the inside scoop. Is this even credible? Well, now might be a great time to tell you all that I am a Loftia partner. The wonderful devs have shared an inside look at some updates and given us permission to share it with all of you, so let's start digging into what is to come. Now, if you click this video, I'm assuming you probably already know what Loftia is, but if you don't, let me give you the spark notes. Loftia is an up-and-coming, cozy farming sim with MMO elements all in a solarpunk world. Loftia is also technically post-apocalyptic in the cutest way possible, as it happens after an event called the Great Uplift. From what we know, we will have a lot of the typical farming sim mechanics like farming, crafting, exploring, and of course getting a furry little friend, but it will all have a sustainable twist. While we do not have a set date for the release of Loftia yet, the wonderful devs are working really hard for a release later this year. As part of this journey, they are also working hard towards getting the game ready for beta playtest, which is a partner I will be diving into to explore as soon as it's made available. And of course, once we are allowed to share the information, I will share every bit of information that I can with you guys. We do have two pieces of news related to NPCs right now. The first is about the visually impaired dance instructor who has pioneered a system for sustainable energy generated through movement. While she was previously unnamed, the creators in the creator Discord did get a chance to help name her, and it all came down to the name Leela. The devs chose this name specifically due to the fact that in Sanskrit, it can be used to describe the universe as a cosmic dance. We also have another newly revealed NPC who is still yet to be named. This blonde-haired, blue-eyed character will serve as our adventure guide, and we'll talk about what adventures are in just a bit. The devs have let us know that this NPC is heavily inspired by Heated Rivalry, Captain America, and Bolin from The Legend of Korra. Make sure to keep an eye out on the Loftia socials, though, for a chance to suggest a fitting name for our future adventure guide. A decent bit of information we've received is about some smaller gameplay improvements or features, so I'm going to quickfire through these just so that you are up to date. The first one is that sitting has officially been added to the game. Now, that may sound like a simple thing, but due to the MMO aspect of this game, it's proven difficult to ensure that sitting down is a smooth, seamless experience with hopefully no desyncing, teleporting, or other funkiness. There will be several vantage points across the game where we'll be able to sit with our friends and enjoy the scenery, as well as some pillows and mats on the ground for a picnic-like experience. We also have some improvements to the farming system. The devs have ensured that crops needs are easily viewable through little icons above each plot. They've also added tile markers to make it easy to know which tile is being targeted. And alongside this, we also have a contextual UI around the farming, which essentially means that icons will appear based on if you are carrying an item relevant to farming, i.e. the needs watering icon will only appear when you have a watering can equipped to prevent visual clutter. And the last smaller gameplay update we have is all about community projects. With Loftia being a cozy MMO, the devs want to ensure there are ways to collaborate with other players on the server that feel like they mattered. Community projects will be a server-wide event to help construct new buildings, unlock new areas, or activate new gameplay features. When interacting with these community projects, you'll be able to easily see the current progress as well as what's still needed. Getting into one of the bigger gameplay elements we've received some news on, it is the salvaging districts. Now, Loftia is built up of several districts. We of course have the main hub of Loftia, the Hanging Gardens, which is focused on more traditional farming sim elements like farming, fishing, and gathering, but we also have the salvaging districts, which are going to be a more urban district that players can explore to salvage materials, experiment with technology, and uncover remnants of the past, which will come in very shortly. The salvaging districts are further separated into smaller neighborhoods, each with its own appearance and purpose. So far, the only one that we know what to expect from is the concrete jungle. This area is filled with moss-covered buildings, broken infrastructure, and overall, the vibe of a city overtaken by nature after a disaster left it abandoned. Now that we've talked about the salvaging districts and the fact that we can find remnants of the past, I think it's time we talk about the museum. Just like many cozy games, we will be able to donate items to the museum, but unlike other cozy games, these items will heavily consist of what is probably very nostalgic technology for most of us, most of which will be based on things from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. The quality of artifacts will vary in quality ranging from bad to perfect, and this also serves as the rarity system for these items. Once discovered, these items can be donated to the museum and hopefully be given an option to display them in our homes as well. The museum is considered a community-maintained area and sounds as though it will grow and expand as players on the server donate and contribute to the museum. I mentioned something about adventures earlier while talking about the newly revealed NPC, and it's finally time to talk about what those are. Adventures will be the cozy version of a traditional MMO's dungeons or raids. These will be a 5-player minigame where you and your team will solve a variety of puzzles, participate in challenges, and explore stunning islands that sound as though they may be procedurally generated. While each adventure will be different, we can expect platforming sections called gauntlets, resource gathering, and mission-based objectives including building seismic sonars, energizing beacons, redirecting antennas, and so much more. These adventures will grow over time and help create a sense that we are helping the world become a better place each time we participate in one. And the last but definitely not least update we have received is some new hair textures that will be available on release, specifically textured and black hairstyles with some of the largest variety I have seen in any cozy game so far. While I may not be the best to speak about accuracy based on my own life experiences, so far the community feedback seems very positive and I'm excited to see more representation in character creation. And that is all the new information I have for you guys today about Loftia. While we may not have a release date at this time, I am anxiously awaiting the beta so I can finally start to explore the game and share my discoveries and feedback with all of you. I've played so many cozy games in my time, but feel as though Loftia is a fairly unique take on the genre, especially considering the solar punk cozy game energy, which is something I never saw being combined. I am genuinely very excited for this game and will be covering any future updates we're given on this channel, so if you want to stay in the loop, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and once you've done that, drop me a comment with what you're most excited for in Loftia. After all that, if you like, you can check out some of my other socials linked in the description box. We do a lot of content on both cozy and horror games here, as well as a little bit of witchcraft, so you can check out whatever you are interested in, my wonderful kitty coven, and I will see you in the next one.